Production support for the weekly special is provided by IU School of Public Health Bloomington, addressing public health needs by preventing disease, promoting health, and improving quality of life across the state and around the world through research, teaching, and community engagement. The Al Cobain Recognition Endowment Fund, established by friends and family of Al Cobain to support jazz initiatives on WTIU and WFIU. And WTIU members, thank you. School is back in session for children across the state, but for many in Indiana, learning extends beyond the classroom.
Meet the incredible artisans teaching their craft to Hoosiers young and old. Explore glass blowing at Indiana University, where art meets science in unexpected ways. Travel to the Iron Symposium, where international artists gather to create and contribute to Indiana's sculpture trails. Discover a lost craft at the National Library Book Bindery in Indianapolis, where art is more than just words. And welcome Indiana's celebrated finger-picking guitarist, Kade Puckett.
From glass to metal, from paper to wood, lifelong learning comes in many elements.
So sit back and enjoy the Hoosier stories you'll only find on the weekly special. Hello, I'm Daryl Neer.
And I'm Erica Sagone. Welcome to the weekly special.
You know, Erica, this is the time of year where kids are going back to school. There's an energy at the classrooms. You go on campuses and you see students heading off and starting their education. Do you ever get nostalgic about this time of year?
Oh yeah, I love to shop the school supplies aisles, run my hands over the notebooks. Well, today we're going to start on campus. Tucked away among the offices at IU's chemistry building, Don Garvin is busy creating one-of-a-kind glassware where creativity and science merge.
Glass is one of those things that you don't really think about because you see through it. You see past it. But it's in our world all around us. My day job is to support the research and the teaching of the chemistry department and then all the other departments that would happen to use glass. Geology, physics, psychology, biology. We're the only shop on campus. I started in the department in 1981. The guy that was over the glass shop at that time asked me if I'd like to be his apprentice. And I said, I don't know anything about it. I didn't even really know there was a glass shop in the building. So I did a 4-year apprenticeship, started working with him in 1986. Then he retired in 1996 or 97, and I've been running it by myself since then. A lot of it is research. Faculty, they'll have grad students, postdocs. Each one has their own project that they're working on. They may come down with a need. They're going to run an experiment and they need a piece of glassware to do this. They know the direction and they know they need this piece of equipment, but they don't know exactly how to build it. The most difficult thing to learn when you're heating a piece of glass is that you have to rotate it, because if you don't, it's just going to get hot on one side. So to learn to get both hands to turn at the same speed at the same time and then keep it level and straight, it took a little while to master that skill. So the lathe rotates the glass for us. The tailstock on the lathe moves, so I can feed in glass or take glass away, and then by blowing air into it, I can expand the glass. Even though a machine is involved, it's a handmade piece. We've had literally days involved in something, get down to the last seal, and you hear it go tink, and you see the crack run through it, so then you just got to start all over. There's some things that make you scratch your head. One morning, my phone rang. It was from the School of Music, and they said, Don, can you repair a glass flute? I was like, I don't know, I've never seen one before. But now my curiosity was piqued. So I was like, okay, send the guy over. His name was Brent Michael Davids. He was from Minnesota, and he was a music composer. And they brought him here to give a concert, and he played the glass flute. When he got off the airplane and opened up his case, his flute was in 100 pieces. So he came over, and we took the flute and Scotch taped it back together like a jigsaw puzzle, where all the broken pieces are, so I could get some rough dimensions from it. We spent all day Monday and all day Tuesday, and Wednesday morning he walked out with the flute. Called me afterwards, said it sounded great, and told me that on the weekend he was traveling to DC and he was playing at the Library of Congress. So on Monday morning I'd never heard of a glass flute. By Wednesday it was giving a concert at the IU School of Music, and then in the weekend it was at DC. The favorite part is working with the students. You begin to develop relationships with somebody that's going to be here for 4 or 5 years, and then see them be successful in the lab. The second part is just seeing the glass come from this to this and watch it become fluid while it's hot, and then see the finished product. When you raise the oven door in the mornings, usually we run it overnight, and it's all clean and sparkling, and the light reflects off of it, and it's a satisfying feeling to raise the oven door in the morning and see everything that you've created, and it's still in one piece.
To learn more about scientific glass blowing, visit the American Scientific Glassblowers Society website at asgs-glass.org. Well, Daryl, the music that we actually heard in that piece right there was from the glass flute that Don made in the emergency.
Well, how cool is it the artist came to the rescue with his functional art? Well, every year artists flock from around the world to the wooded hills outside Solsberry, Indiana, to learn and create at the Sculpture Trails Cast Iron Workshop.
It was the day I seen that foundry running for the first time. Everything in my life really became clear. I mean, I still remember that day. I had goosebumps, I teared up. I couldn't believe it. It was the coolest thing I ever seen in my life, and I couldn't believe that I could make something, that the end result would be an object that will last longer than me. So when I'm done with my art, I can literally walk away and die and know I've left something.
After attending graduate school for art, Jerry was invited to lead a workshop at the Museum of Steel Sculpture in England. The experience led him to create his own outdoor museum on his family's 60-acre plot nestled in the hills of Greene County.
My wife and I thought, well, maybe we could just put a few around here. And that was kind of it. And after 3 or 4 pieces, and then seeing the community's response, we brought in more. And since 2001 till now, we've established about 3 miles of paths in the woods, and there's currently 120 pieces on the property. And that's a great way, that's the only way really, to give it back to the community and say, hey, look, enjoy, and understand what passion is, and see say, why would they do that? They're crazy. Well, they're just full of passion.
In 2010, the Sculpture Trails Outdoor Museum held its first workshop. Every summer, artists from around the world gathered together to create over a 30-day period, sculpting and casting molds ranging in size from 5 pounds to over 6,000 pounds.
When we have an iron pour, we'll have the main furnace crew, and then our furnace is so big we have to have a separate crew just to load the iron. And then we also have the pour crew team, so we have 2 crew chiefs is what we call them. Then we have a mold line chief. So when you see the pour field full of just big blocks, he knows what size hole is in the middle of those, and he knows what is inside and how much metal it's going to take.
Heated to over 2,700 degrees, the furnace can put out as much as 3,000 pounds of molten iron in only 20 minutes. Over the month, the artists cast over 15,000 pounds of iron.
Right before the pour, it's like you're soaking in the silence. You got to see the whole pour. For me, I'm directing the whole pour. I'm directing all of the crews. The dance, that's exactly what we call it, the dance. All the movements are there, and we become one. And it is an amazing thing to see, 20 artists out there on that pour floor, and they all know exactly what to be doing, A lot of the pour is solving emergencies really fast, so nobody gets hurt. I guess the little kisses are little pieces of iron that fly out and burn you somewhere. They're just a little, and it's like, oh, you got a kiss from the furnace. And that just means she loves you. And then after 20 years, it's like, man, I didn't even get a kiss this time, man, You start to crave them, really. So for me, that was it. I love fire. I love the fire arts. All the art that I love, you have to be able to control fire to make your art. And that's what we do.
After the iron cast is made, it takes 24 hours for the mold to cool, at which point the sculpture is only 30% done. From carving to welding, each piece takes roughly 100 hours to complete.
When they come in and they build something, it's there forever. And they can always come back and use it. So when the foundry gets better and better every year, they know they can come back and they can produce the biggest awesome piece they've ever done in their whole life. And they're just part of the community, and the place is theirs, as much as it's mine. So it's never going to be completed. It'll be a place where we just continually grow and change and grow and change. And I see the place as one big sculpture. When you're looking down on it, I see all the lines of the paths and all the pieces, and I'm building one big composition, one big 30-acre sculpture. It makes my life feel like it's going to be worth it. I don't know, the idea of something staying beyond me, it's all those hundreds of artists that have helped. Casting is for everybody, and that's what I love about it, because art is for everybody. And that's one reason why my wife and I really wanted this place here, where there's no intimidation whatsoever. You just stroll through the woods. Everybody can go for a walk in the woods. That way everybody can experience sculpture and art. And the reason we do a lot of the workshops is to show, hey, here's how hard it is, or here's how awesome it is. And then they have a sense once they come back and look at these again, like, man, I can't believe that's how it was made.
For directions to the Sculpture Trails Outdoor Museum or to learn about upcoming events, visit sculpturetrails.com. Now, Erica, it's really cool. Not only do they have a foundry there, they can actually take a mobile foundry to schools to help kids learn about metal casting.
Oh, if I were in school, I would think that was awesome. Well, from crafting the smallest wonders to making custom furniture, the Mark Adams School of Woodworking is a great place to start.
When I was 6 years old, my dad bought for me one Christmas a little Mattel Shopsmith thing. It was a tool all-in-one for kids. He was a passionate woodworker. And when he died, it left me with all of his woodworking equipment that he had. So for sentimental reasons, I decided to keep it. And as I started to play on that equipment, that passion that he had started to burn in me. So all of a sudden, all of my dreams went away. And I started to focus now on just woodworking.
That love grew into a successful business for Mark. By 1989, he was the U.S. technical consultant on the International Quality of Furniture Standards, lecturing all over the world on woodworking technology.
I realized that we just don't do enough here to educate woodworkers on woodworking. You see, to be a plumber, you have to be licensed. To be a mechanic, you have to be licensed. To be an electrician, you have to be licensed. But there's no licensing for woodworkers. So we're an uncertifiable trade. So as a guy who runs a business, it was important to me that we understand how to train and certify our own craft. And while I was on the road lecturing, I decided, hey, I'll come back and start a school. And I did that. 20 years ago this year, I did 16 classes, took 10 people, had 160 people here, and it just kind of went out of control from there.
Today, the school is the largest of its kind. Nearly 3,000 students from all over the world flock to Franklin each year to attend over 150 unique workshops.
We can get this all done tonight, and first thing in the morning we'll start cutting the joints. So let's head on over here. Grab your stuff. It's
What I wanted to do when I started the school was I wanted to do something that wasn't long-term. So I founded the school on week-long workshops, spend time with the absolute best instructors on the planet, and go home with what they need to fulfill their desires in this craft. Everybody that works here is in the craft and in the trade. They're here year in, year out. And as people come back over and over again, we've got about a 92% return rate. You come here once, you're going to come back. And that's what makes it so inviting and so exciting for everybody. Even though we're a school, we do change people's lives.
Such is the case for many of those who have obtained a master's certificate. While most attendees are hobbyists, some are seeking a career in the field.
I've always wanted to be a professional woodworker, and I was doing it on my own, but I wasn't progressing as fast as I wanted to. And I knew I needed some instruction if I really wanted to get to the level I wanted to be at without spending my life trying to learn it on my own. In 2009, I signed up for 4 classes, and I came here and I took them, and I was just blown away with how much I learned in those 4 weeks.
In 2012, Richard received an internship from the school. Through the years, the school's foundation has awarded over $100,000 in scholarships. For Richard, it provided the opportunity to change professions after years away from his family working construction.
The foundation has given me so much, and the school, I wanted to give directly back to them in hopes that, you know, I built this table in hopes that they can sell it and maybe they can help somebody else. Because I know how much it's changed my life. If I can be a part of changing somebody else's life.
And Mark is confident the profession will continue to attract new woodworkers for years to come.
I think that just the craft itself is one of those things that'll never die out because of the resources and because of the interest. People are shocked to know that we have this school right here in central Indiana. And Indiana is one of the largest producer of wood and wood products in all of America. So it's just kind of fitting that we're right here in Indiana, and that's kind of a fun thing to see. I think if you really enjoy what you're doing, you'll want to work every day in your life. And that's the way it is for me. It's just an incredible place.
Get the latest listing of upcoming classes at their website, markadams.com. Well, we are excited to welcome back Kade Puckett. He was on the show earlier this year to demonstrate the amazing sound of an OC Bear guitar. Now he's back to share more about his own love for music.
Fingerstyle guitar, or thumb style guitar they call it. It's like a piano. You play the bass part of the band, play the rhythm, and you play the melody. And you play this all at the same time on the guitar. Play the bass with your thumb, and you play some of the melody with 1 or 2 of your fingers here. You're not just playing single notes, you're playing a variety, at least 3 to 6 notes, maybe every second or 2. From the start, waking up into the world, loved the guitar. Probably the best thing that someone ever did to me was tell me that I couldn't touch the guitar, or I couldn't go play that guitar, or to leave that guitar alone. That's probably the best thing someone ever did for me. My grandpa got that one for my dad, which it's a 43 Gibson, and he would leave for work and tell me, you know, don't touch that guitar back there. Well, as soon as he left the driveway, I couldn't play very well, but I was in there saying, blue suede shoes, you know, and I'd get in trouble for touching it, which I think that fueled me playing even more, because, you know, telling children they can't do something, sometimes that enforces them doing it. I was self-taught, but I had all that around me to view and take from, you know. I mean, I had people show me things along the way, or I asked questions to figure things out I was interested in, but most of the way I had to figure it out on my own. You want your own style and your own knack in the end. So many players go out and they learn, I learned this guy's lick, I've learned B.B. King's lick, I've learned this guy's lick. Now they have to figure out something to do with it, and you really want your own licks. I learned playing the guitar by experience and time. The best parts of the guitar, you can't just take that and there it is and you can do it. It takes lots of time. It's sort of like talent. Talent gets you so far, but then you have to go to work and work really hard to cross the line, you know. I am serious about getting the music right, but I'm also very serious about having a lot of fun. And if that has to happen for me, or I don't really want to do it. It's the fun that's enabled me to get really good at playing. It's all the fun I get to have. Our job is to make people happy, entertain them. I guess for some guitar players, you go out and sit down and play the guitar. For me, the way my life has went has made me into more of an entertainer. Like, I like for everyone to have a good time with me while I have a great time. And it's nice to watch everybody start to join in and have that good time with you.
And now, Kade Puckett.
Thank you so much. Well, to listen to more of Kade's music or to get the latest schedule of upcoming performances, visit his Facebook page. Well, before we go, we've got to extend a big thank you to Kade. Kade, your original composition, Timmy Joe, is now the Weekly Special's new theme song. You wrote it and you performed it, and now we've got to hear a little bit more about how you came up with this song.
Well, I wrote it for my wife, and I thought, well, this can't be just like a normal love ballad, you know, a slow tune. It has to show the excitement of our relationship. So I made a more upbeat song. And I made it kind of incorporate her name. Sometimes I'll write a song over a name. The melody, it gives me an idea of how to make the melody speak. So if you hear in that tune, you hear the Timmy Joe, I love you so. It's in the words.
Well, I love that we've got a love song to kick off the show. We're so thrilled to have your music kick us off.
Well, that's all the time we have. And before we head out, one more time from Kade Puckett.
Thank you.
Production support for the weekly special is provided by IU School of Public Health Bloomington, addressing public health needs by preventing disease, promoting health, and improving quality of life across the state and around the world through research, teaching, and community engagement. The Al Cobain Recognition Endowment Fund, established by friends and family of Al Cobain to support jazz initiatives on WTIU and WFIU. And WTIU members, thank you.